Greetings interwebs, this is Jackie K, and welcome for another edition of Game and Chill. I hope you can show some patience for me in this video. I'm not feeling the greatest, but I couldn't resist the urge to record it anyways, because I felt kind of bad that I set myself up. Thankfully I didn't actually announce anything and commit to it, but I'm working towards some goals of being a bit more consistent with streaming and videos, and part of that was going to be to stream, I wouldn't say every week, but at least, twice a month. And according to those plans to reach those goals, yesterday was going to be the stream day. But, of course, that's the Friday I got sick. So I've been stuck dealing with that the past couple days. And my throat's not scratchy anymore, so I figured that it was in a decent enough spot that I could still try to record. Wasn't feeling well enough to stream, but if I did something like that was not live stream but recorded, like a game and chill here, I figured that worst case scenario, I could test the grounds to see how I feel about recording and execution, and post commentate when I'm feeling better. If push comes to shove, it makes me feel better about not being able to stream yesterday, so that's what we're going with. Plus, technically, I was hesitant to call the previous thing I uploaded into the Game Show playlist as a Game and Show video. But don't mind me ignoring all the Pokemon, by the way. I'm only here for the items. I don't think there's really anything I need to do with any of these Pokemon this space-time rift. See, like, Rapidash is all done, wall ringing is all done. I have nothing to really gain from here besides the items. Though, I am in a mob with a bunch of aggressive Pokemon, so I should at least pay a little bit of attention to my surroundings. Shoot, the whole point of re-recording this was to try to do a better job. The whole point of redoing this was so I could actually get to the point sooner. I'm not sure if I'm really achieving that, though. Well, you see, I'm not too committed to any plans until I start feeling better. But I do have some goals that I want to work towards. Some of them that might actually be able to happen in the month of January, depending on how long it takes for me to recover. So I figure since I'm recording anyways, I might as well talk about all that. Oh yeah, before I talk about any sort of plans, I gotta talk about the thing that's probably gonna stop me from having real plans. Because believe it or not, it's not being sick that I'm worried about ruining my entire plans for the YouTube scene. And did I just miss a rock slide? Why can Cypher get freaking close combat anyways? That just feels mean. Yeah, so a little bit behind the scenes of how things work. If I can get 2 seconds, if I can do anything for like 2 seconds before it can completely obliterated by wild Pokemon, that is. For the longest time, especially between the transition of PCs, I've been working off an external hard drive, and if you put 2 and 2 together with the bad news, plus the fact that I work off an external hard drive, you might see where this is going already. But yeah, as far as I can tell, that hard drive died, and I'll admit, I keep a bunch of hard drives and back them up, but I've been kind of slacking on that the past few months, so unless I can somehow recover that hard drive, I've lost a lot of progress from a wide variety of things. From like Donjin to videos, even a little bit of my more recent art. A lot of that was on my hard drive, and nowhere else. So... I'm kind of... I don't know if I want to say it, but I'll say it. I'm kind of boned. So a lot of my time, since we've last talked on Game and Chill, is figuring out what the heck I'm gonna do about that. And I'll be honest with y'all, I still don't know. I thought Dawn and Jin wouldn't be that bad because I released a full patch in the mod already, so I could, in theory, I'd just be able to re-download my own patch and work off that. But I ran into, let's just say I ran into some complications with that. To the point of, like, maybe it'd be best just to move on from Dawn and Jin. It's technically released already. I just wanted to make some updates to fix grammar stuff in that. Which wouldn't be so hard wasn't for the fact that, like, the tools I have are so broken that even just re-downloading my own patch and putting it into the editors I previously used does not recover all the work that I've done. I would need some other files that were exclusively on that hard drive in order to be able to resume working on Dawn and Jin the way I liked. At that point, I was like, maybe we just... I was already thinking maybe it'd be better to just move on. Even the Lost Age, though that's definitely not guaranteed, than it would be to actually do more work with Dawn and Jin for Golden Sun 1. Because I already was thinking about abandoning working on a hard mode for Dawn and Jin. Now that's pretty much just guaranteed because I definitely lost most, if not all, motivation to do that. I really would love to just recover the script and do those minor grammar fixes though. Because if it wasn't for all this hard drive shenanigans, that stuff wouldn't have taken any effort whatsoever. But now there's a little bit of a complication to it all. So I think I'll just wait until the next Game Chill to give you a more proper update of what I'm gonna do about all that mess. But I've been making some claims. I wouldn't say making promises, but definitely said making some claims of doing some updates to Dawn and Jin soon, and that's not happening anymore. That's gonna be quite a bit before I see any update on that, if ever. And honestly, Dawn and Jin got it off easy compared to all my other projects that were on that hard drive. For example, I had an entire video of Pokemon Emerald Road edited and ready to go. But that was exclusively on the now broken hard drive. So I've been thinking, I really don't want to, but I've been thinking really hard about just canceling Pokemon Emerald Rogue altogether. I gotta be frank with you all, I've been trying to hide it, but I have not been having fun with making the Pokemon Emerald Rogue series. And this hard drive stuff just feels like the final straw. From how the recording went, to what happened in the game itself. It kind of just felt like I was pushing it forward out of obligation to show something that I used to love a proper amount of respect. But it's just not panning out that way. Alright, this feels like a way too dramatic of a time to actually stop, but I don't know how that counts as a backstrike, but we'll roll with it. So yeah, I feel like I'll have a more clear... Whether or not Emerald Road continues will be exclusively based on if I can recover that data off the hard drive or not. Because even if I didn't have a whole video ready to go already, and I just redid it from scratch, I'm in a weird place where the one thing I did have back up was Pokemon Emerald Road video files. but not the voiceover. So it would just all be post-commentated if I were to zoom Emerald Rogue, and that doesn't really feel like it's worth it for me, especially considering all the other qualms I've had with the series as is. Now I'm gonna go find a new Outbreak or something else to do. I might resume this rant afterwards. Oh, right! This was all recorded shortly after... Right. The last time we played the game. No wonder I was thinking that it was Game & Chill related, despite not doing a Game & Chill while playing this game at all recently. The last time I played this game was on a live stream, and that's when I finally got the shiny Avalog. Let's see. Anything worthwhile? There is another set of Bergmites. We may get that shiny ice cube before the end of the night after all. But yeah, I never got around to checking, but I feel pretty confident in saying that like I still don't have enough coffee beans to make the curry, and it's a little salty because like I haven't been able to go to the power plant that often, and it's the only place to get more Charger Bugs, which you would need to get more Charger Bug candies to actually finish maxing this thing out. I actually even dumped like half the rare candy equivalents that I had, only because I had so many sitting around. And at this point, if I can just evolve it, I'd be content with that. But I don't even think I can do that without burning more candies than I would actually like to do. I think it's the first time that you all actually appeared in this area. Normally you appear right next to the water, which makes sense considering what Pokemon's the guardian of this area. I just found it interesting that there's actually another place that they can appear. And that we're starting off with one Avalog. I can't believe this is working. I just had to open my mouth. You bit me? Where are your teeth? You don't even have teeth. You're just a little ice cube. Technically, you're more like a mini iceberg, but roll with my joke here. Is that all? Oh, and we got. I heard the sparkle. Wait, are you the shiny? Wait, no. Are you an alpha shiny? You definitely look different. Not by a lot, but... Oh, that's definitely more noticeable from the front. You're no alpha, but you are definitely shiny. And you are mine. I think I'll even try to catch you in the jet ball for a little aesthetic feel. Yes. I'll admit, I almost would have liked to pre-evolve so I could see that one, because I think I actually like that shade of blue, but technically the Avalug's the new one to Legends Arceus, which is the whole reason that I was on this quest to get all their shinies. So I will not complain. It feels like it's been so long since we've actually gotten a new addition to the Shiny Hisuian family. And it was on the stream that I came back after, like, so much has happened that I wasn't even sure if I was going to keep up with videos for a little bit. And yeah, here we are. Doing a little victory lap of the catching of these Pokemon. Anyway, I think I'm gonna just... This is probably a good time to say, I feel my body catching up to me. All the sickness is catching up to me. So I think I'm gonna just play this game on my own and leave the recording button going. And I'll just post-commentate anything else I want to talk about another day. You know I said I was done, but I decided to have the mic out while recording B footage, or B-roll footage anyways, and it fell a bit up to commentating, so I'm gonna try to go for the rest of the major news I wanted to talk about in this game and chill, to save myself from having to worry about post-commentary later. I believe I left off on ranting about the state of Pokemon Emerald Rogue, so yeah. I haven't 100% given up on it yet, but definitely like 99%, so if there's never any more Pokemon Emerald Rogue videos, that would be why. I'll keep you updated with YouTube community posts. I try to use the YouTube community tab in general for updates in between game and shows, so worth going to the channel and checking that out if you're more curious about what my plans online are. Or you can follow me on a social like Blue Sky. I won't bother y'all with that too much though. While I'm recording though, I feel like I can at least attempt trying to go over plans. So, for video plans going forward, I think I'm going to wait to the next game show when I'm feeling a bit better to really go into that. Plus it buys me more time to actually plan out a plan, because I actually do have plans, but it feels like there's been a lot of stuff to get in the way of those plans as of late. For right now in December, I've been just filling the time up with a little bulk recording I did of various Super Nintendo games on the Switch Online. One of the last things I recorded before getting sick. So that's good timing, and the fact that it at least gave me something to share while I was recovering. But it's more so because I was trying to find some way to recover after the whole hard drive shenanigans. Oh come on, I gotta get at least the next outbreak to pop up before the rain ends. And there's no alpha. I'm not even sure why I'm trying so hard to get an alpha outbreak. I've already gotten a shiny Hisuian Alpha Mudra. I really just walked into that, did I? So the SNES stuff will definitely carry me for the rest of December, but as for January, I had plans, but it'll depend on how long it takes for me to fully recover. I do want to get back into streaming though. Once I'm feeling fully better, I want to start alternating, either alternating streams every other weekend, or 2 streams a week. I'll be happy if I can do either of those goals consistently. And maybe, like, I'm not gonna say anything more about it until I actually have some signs that I can actually pull it off, but yeah, I'll leave it there. Ultimately, going into 2025, I want to get... I've taken time in 2024 to experiment around with God in general, so in 2025, I want to try to better balance my hobbies and find some way to, like, consistently do videos and or streams, while still giving myself plenty of time to mess around with my game development ambitions. maybe figure out what I want to do with Dungeon. I went through all the trouble of making like a notepad of all my goals that I have been working towards and want to actually accomplish within the year 2025. But again, that sounds like a complicated project that's better off saved for a video when I'm feeling better. I feel like there's something specific for January, but it's on the tip of my tongue, and I've reattempted to record it so many times that I've just forgotten. So just stay tuned to the YouTube community post and or Blue Sky, and I'll definitely update y'all when I think of it. Assuming I don't think of it before I find all these satchels. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna run into anything special besides satchels, so I'm gonna end it off here while I still have some voice to actually commentate. Thank you all for tuning in for this edition of Game and Chill. I'm glad I was at least able to play Legends Arceus for a Game and Chill for once. It felt way too long since doing that. Hopefully we can do this again soon. Play Legends Arceus. Commentate while playing Legends Arceus. When I'm not feeling terrible, that would be fantastic. Of course, now the space-time rift shows up of all times. I guess I can keep it going just in case I find something cool in the outbreak, but until then, take care. Right. I don't even think I'm gonna get anywhere until... I don't think I'm even gonna get to the outbreak before it ends. So I think that was what this whole Skyrim Horse experience is all about. Not... I hate outbreaks that are inside caves. Hate is hate's a strong word. Maybe I should make it one of my goals for next year to actually stop using the word hate. Because it feels like I use it way too frequently as of late. I mean, we're reaching the end of December. I guess the New Year's resolution wouldn't necessarily be out of order. I try not to worry too much about New Year's resolutions myself. Because, honestly, like, you should... like, realistically, you should be setting goals for yourself all the time. You shouldn't have to let a new year restrict when you don't make goals. But at the end of the day, it should be what helps people the most. Like, if it works best for people to take part in New Year's resolution and go for that whole ordeal, then let them have New Year's resolutions. I don't know what I'm trying to get at. It sounded good in my head, but it's not coming out as well as I would like in execution. I guess, like, I'm just kind of worried that people are... like, people have good intent with the whole, don't rely on New Year's resolutions to make change in your life. But then it kind of went a little too much the other way, where people were... at least for some reason I have the feeling people were giving other people a hard time just for taking part in the concept of New Year's resolution. That's too far the other way. I don't know. The more I think about it, the more I feel like I'm imagining it, but it is a concern I have when I'm talking about New Year's resolution, so I'm just getting it out there. Oh, double masculine. You know, I'm just thinking what would be funny if I got two masculine, if I got two shinies off the list this close together. out of something before I die. I'm finally getting a chance to enjoy my Umbreon and Pokemon Sleep, so Long Moon Reapers as is. Now I'm kind of finding myself pondering what Pokemon have I used the most repeat throughout the whole history of me playing Pokemon games. Because the more I think about it, the more I realize Umbreon would be up there. Well, if I'm not going to reset that outbreak, then what else do I go for? I guess Chatot. Can never complain about too many shiny Chatots until I get more than like maybe 3. Then maybe I'll start complaining. But that day is not today. I want to see what this item is first. All they do is run away anyway, so this is technically more efficient anyways. All I really need to actually catch a Chatos for is money, and have you been paying attention to my money count throughout the history of Game & Chill? Money stopped being a factor a while ago. This is a situation where a little more money wouldn't hurt in certain situations, but not ever. For like expanding out my bag, but even that's not really an issue anymore because I finally took the money and for the final bag upgrades. So like money is literally just a factor for maybe like candy if I want a cheap way to level stuff up for Scarlet and Violet raids. But even then, like, the less I touch, unless I have a specific reason to, I'm never up booting up Scarlet and Violet again. Like, it's not impossible because like I did boot it up for that whole shiny Rayquaza thing going on. Not gonna lie though, I was mostly just following a video, making it go like, oh that's neat, and then I like popped into Discord of the channel and got a Raider 2 for it. And I could really only justify it because I was also on the treadmill at the time. Man, I really wish you were part psychic. This would make using Duskull for this fight so much better. I'm not doing a good job of making this post-commentary fodder. Maybe I'll use it for like outtakes. Because I feel like if I'm going to have this be the length of a normal Game & Chill, all I can say is that the Game & Chill proper is definitely not going to be long enough. I'm just happy I found a way to record, even if I would otherwise be too sick to. Don't want to work myself up too much because I still gotta go out to walk for Community Day. Because like, if I was like death-ridden bad, I wouldn't be trying to do things, but I'm just in that range currently where I'm not, like I'm sick enough that I shouldn't be doing it, but not too sick that I can't do it, if that makes sense. Especially because the original intent was not even to have the mic on at all, and just record some B footage to use for the post commentary later, but and only have the mic up for like shiny reactions and that. But here we are, me commentating. Anyways, I guess as long as I don't actually have to try to come up with specific thoughts, then the commentary is fine. But when I'm trying to like go through the script and go through all my video updates as I'm recording, then it's too much. At least that's how it feels right now. I guess it helps that like with no pressure to commentate about anything, I can just rest my voice when I need to. Honestly, didn't think it'd be that soon. Can people stop losing their satchels in the caves? I guess I shouldn't be complaining. I should be graceful that people are... I should be graceful that people are still... that there's still satchels to collect even 2 years after this game initially was released. And that's actually over-leveled. Both these Pokemon were actually higher leveled than stuff I was fighting. So how does my team keep getting obliterated this badly? I don't even remember what I gotta do with Mr. Mime besides Mimic. That might be... At least I can Mimic. And I can only do that once per battle anyway, so I might as well get out of the way. I don't know, there's definitely some automation to the whole satchel system. There's definitely some bot stuff, for lack of a better way to describe it, with the satchel system, though. Because I didn't have Switch Online for a long time, because I was just basically boiled down until I wasn't using it, so I didn't see a reason to keep it. And in that time frame, I was still getting satchels to collect. And some of them were from people I recognized, so I wasn't so... But I didn't have internet connections, so either there was some online connectivity that I got for free, or the game had an automated system set up for generating satchels that was so complex that it was easy for a simpleton like me to mistake it for actual satchels. Oh, you telling me this whole time it's actually not underground? Or at least this will be a beefy like game chill, despite the scenarios of how I'm recording it.